What's up, guys? This is Showtime's Fight Forum. I'm your host, Showtime. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you like, you comment, follow me on social medias at Showtime Sanders. Don't know what to do with my hands. Ricky Bobby. So thank you guys for tuning in. Today's conversation is going to be about UFC 260. All right. We just seen an amazing story. Okay. Francis Ngannou. What is it? 34 years old. He's had 15 W's, 15-3. He's had a very strong story. A very interesting story as far as immigrating from Cameroon to other countries in Africa, to migrating to France and becoming homeless, and then working on his career to becoming, obviously, now the UFC champion. If you haven't seen the story, please Google it, find it. It's an amazing story, and I hope that they do make a movie. They should make a movie out of it. But man, as you can see, I'm black and I'm proud right now, as my shirt say. I'm so happy for him. Africa has 3 champions now. And that just shows the untapped talent that's in that continent. So hopefully we start to see more Africans start to rise up. We still got Sadiq, who's actually from PG County as well, who's fighting soon. And hopefully they just keep on rising, because there's a lot of power in Wakanda. But when I say Wakanda, I'm actually being facetious. Obviously, I'm talking about Africa. But let's talk about the fight, man. Oh my gosh, man. Like, it's almost like Joshua said this was gonna happen. This is how I see the fight going. I think as soon as we go in there, I think Francis is going to be very cautious. I personally think that he's actually going to counter-strike. I don't think he's going to lead in there and just start trying to lead the dance like he did the first time. I think he's going to try to lure Stipe into feeling safe enough to throw strikes. And then I think he's going to unleash a crazy combo that he normally does. It's going to be very wild punches that will eventually land. And honestly, rest in peace, Stipe.
These big openings.
Yeah. So that boy's smart. That boy's smart. It's not like that, it's kind of like I predicted it. Oh, and also the Tyron Woodley fight. I also kind of told you guys that as well. I said Tyron's probably going to get washed because he's washed now. He came out aggressive, though. I will say he came out aggressive, and I ain't expect that. But I did tell you, Vicente going to go smack. He not scared of nobody, and he got the finish. Tyron, I love you to death. You were amazing when you were champion. Your time has passed, bro. Enjoy your family, enjoy your career outside of fighting. You can act. I haven't seen you comedy, but you do stand up, man. Just go on to the entertainment, man. You already done it. You only ruining your legacy, and honestly, I think your UFC career is over anyways, and you don't need to go to Bellator. So retire, man. Be happy, enjoy your life. But besides the point, I just had to throw that in there. Let's go back to the main point, which is Francis. I am so impressed. Team Couture did a phenomenal job with Francis Ngannou, man. I said it before. I said he's going to come in patient. I knew he was going to come in patient. But the things that I questioned, which was his cardio, which was, is he going to just headhunt? I was worried because I didn't know. No one knew, because he's only fought in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. We didn't know what to expect. But, man, he mixed it up, man. Like, if you watch the fight again, he threw a lot of body shots, threw head kicks. And I'm like, finally, he's mixing it up. And these things were landing. And Stipe was shook. And then the wrestling, woo, he wasn't lying when he said he worked on his wrestling. His wrestling has stepped up. When I'm telling you right now, everybody knew it, especially Stipe knew it. As soon as he took that first shot, and he was deep on that shot, once he flattened him out, put his head down in his crotch, sprawled, circled behind him, and got 2, I was like, oh, yeah, it's a wrap. This fight's over. And honestly, I thought the fight was going to be over because he was landing some tough shots. And I have to give a lot of kudos to Stipe's chin, man. I actually do not know how DC knocked him out, because Francis in the first round landed a lot of powerful shots. And some odd reason, Stipe was still coming. Second round, I was kind of worried because Francis did look like he was starting to get a little bit tired. He wasn't gassed, but he looked like he was a little worn out. Stipe, I knew that was going to be his round. If he was going to win that fight, he had to come in strong in that round. But I think his confidence was gone, man. After that first shot fell, and then he started to see the evolving nature of Francis' game, it just seemed like he was out of it. It seemed like it was over. And he was just standing there like a statue. And Francis finished him with his jab hand. It was just a jab that dropped him. And then obviously the worst thing happened after that, which was, Francis started to get into his crazy flurry and Stipe landed, but he didn't realize Francis was just off balance. Francis wasn't hurt. Francis was fine. He just had to reset. Once he reset, caught him with the shortest of left hooks. But that man is so powerful that it felt like he winded up and caught him, slept him bad. Rest in peace, Stipe. Like I said before, man, it's crazy how I predict these things. But now, we see what happened. We have an Ngannou, like I predicted, and now it's what's next for both. I heard some people saying, by the way, that Francis was the favorite for this fight, but in my opinion, he really wasn't the favorite. Nobody really expected him to win. That was hardcore fans. Hardcore fans they gave him a hint of a chance. They said, "Oh, Francis has a knocker's chance. He only can knock him out in the first round. If he doesn't do it, the fight's over." I had friends text me telling me, "Oh, nah, I'm not even interested in this fight. It's gonna be the same as the first." Most hardcore fans was really sleeping on Francis. It was the casual fans that were saying, "Nah, he's gonna win this time. He just need to touch you." So it's crazy. The casuals are actually right in this, and the hardcore fans were wrong. And I'm not a casual, so I was on the casual side this time. But now, like I said, the conversation is what's next for both. People are saying, should there be a rematch? Stipe is the greatest UFC heavyweight of all time. He deserves a shot. I've said this before, and I'm gonna say this again. He don't deserve a damn thing. All right, stop saying people deserve stuff they really do not deserve. Let's be realistic here. Yeah, Stipe is on a 2-fight win streak versus one person. That is DC. I'm sorry, that is not. How is that you deserve an automatic? As I recall, Jose Aldo was by far, in a way, the greatest featherweight ever. Not even close. There was nobody even in the mentionings of greatest outside of Jose. He gets slept in 14 seconds or 10 seconds or whatever seconds it was by Conor McGregor, and he's never fought him since. Never once. Even got close to a rematch. How the hell does Stipe deserve it then? He's already got slept once by DC 4 fights ago. And then now he gets slept by Francis. Why? It was a dominant win. When did Stipe even have a glimmer of a bright spot in this fight? How does he deserve it? No. Get your butt back into the ring, fight either Derek Lewis or fight Gann, and then earn your way. You only need one, in my opinion, because the heavyweight division is still thin. I just need one impressive W, and then you can fight Francis again. But Francis does not need to fight Stipe for a third time straight. That doesn't make no sense at all. So please miss me with that BS. Now, what's next for Francis? Francis, there's only one answer. Jon Jones. Simple and plain. Dana, write the check, bro. Write the check. Pay Jon Jones whatever it is and let them fight. That is going to be the biggest, literally the biggest fight in light heavyweight history. There's not even going to be one close. You kidding me? It don't matter if you have it in Africa. You can have it in freaking Las Vegas, have it in New York. We don't care. That's the fight to make. I want to see it. I need to see it. So, obviously, if it doesn't go Jon Jones for contract reasons, Derek Lewis is the next man for the job. I'm not interested in that fight, honestly. I think Francis is going to demolish him if they fight again. But I think Jon Jones and Francis brings every dynamic that you need. You have the greatest of all time with one of the most freak athletes we've ever seen fighting each other. So hopefully that is what we see. But that is my overall view of the main event. Obviously, how I think what should happen in the futures of both those fighters. I already said it before. Tyron Woodley needs to retire. Vicente Luque, I don't really know who I think you should fight next. Obviously he needs to fight somebody else that's in the top 10, preferably for him. Obviously, it would be top 5 because that boy's ready. Outside of Wonder Boy, he's been on a tear. So, tell me, guys, what you think. Who do you think is next for Francis? Who do you think is next for Stipe? What do you think about the main event, man? Like, are you shocked? What do you expect? Like, also another thing, like, what do you think? For how long you think Francis is about to keep that daggone belt? That's another thing, because that's gonna be tough, man. There's not too many defenses on that. But thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you share, you comment. Once again, this is Showtime's Fight Forum. Your host, Showtime.